New Yorkers remain satisfied with New York City as a place to live, with nearly identical results to last year. 83% of respondents said that they are satisfied or very satisfied. For satisfaction within the boroughs, Manhattanites remain the most satisfied at 91%. It was 95% last year, but Brooklyn respondents this year indicated a higher level of satisfaction at 87%, up from 79% last year, which is something for us to watch. The rest of the three boroughs are tied at 77%. Over 45-year-old respondents were slightly less satisfied overall. Respondents with incomes less than $75,000 are less satisfied. College graduates more likely to say very satisfied. Okay, let's look at it a different way. If given the opportunity to move, most New Yorkers, 57%, would either continue living in the same place or move to another part of the same neighborhood. 14% of residents would move to another area in New York City. Nearly 1/3 of residents would move out of New York City altogether. Manhattanites were most positive about staying put at 56%. More Brooklyn residents, 34%, and Bronx residents, 32%, would opt to move out of New York than residents of other boroughs. More Latinos, 36%, would opt to move out of New York than whites at 23%, or African Americans at 33%. More people earning more than $75,000 would stay put versus earning less. We asked New Yorkers if they thought the city and their neighborhoods had improved over the time they've been in New York. Most of these New Yorkers are longtime city residents. The average length of time residents have lived in New York is for more than 20 years, and most New Yorkers have lived in the same neighborhood for more than 10 years. We just heard that overall satisfaction with living in New York was high. But as with so many questions in the survey, when we got down to the neighborhood level, things got less generic and much more personal. When asked if their neighborhoods had gotten better or worse, 1/3 said better, nearly 1/2 said that their neighborhoods were the same. Brooklyn and Queens residents were more likely this year to say things had gotten better in their neighborhoods than last year. We asked a couple of questions reprised from last year about the satisfaction levels in neighborhoods with entertainment and cultural offerings. Overall, New Yorkers felt neither rated very high, with the majority rating cinemas and theaters, as well as museums and other arts opportunities in their neighborhoods, as fair or poor. Some big differences between the boroughs when we receive these results. And so much of this, as I had pointed out, is very real time. I mean, we were in the field only a month ago. The amounts of data that is collected from these kinds of survey instruments is absolutely enormous for those of you that have experience with this. And it takes quite some time to digest all the information, and frankly, we'll be digesting it for quite a long time to come. This topic that we're on right now with respect to accessibility, availability, use of cultural amenities and other amenities was a very interesting and important exploration for us at MAS, and had some surprises. 70% of Bronxites felt that cinemas and theaters were fair or poor, whereas the same percentage of Manhattanites felt they were excellent or good. When looking at cultural offerings, such as museums, we asked how New Yorkers would rate experiencing culture in their neighborhoods. Overall, only 37% rated these offerings as good or excellent, so the majority rated them fair or poor. Let's look at the boroughs. While 67% of Manhattanites felt their neighborhoods as a good or excellent place to experience the arts and culture, residents of the other boroughs did not, with only 19% in the Bronx, 35% in Brooklyn, 28% in Queens, and 33% in Staten Island, rating their offerings as good or excellent. So we've seen food deserts, and now we're looking at arts and culture deserts. I think with the advent of our partnership with the Alliance for the Arts, we at MAS are well positioned to put this squarely on MAS's agenda.